Thalia Cervantes Rumble. Play the people. I'm playing the people today, once again. Grandmaster in Residence here at the St. Louis Chess Club. You know the deal. Yeah, so today I'm just going to be taking challenges. We just got started, but remember there's a command for you to send over a challenge and we can play a game, and I'll go in order of the queue. So since we just got started and there are obviously no viewers just yet, I think I'm just gonna once again go ahead and play in the general pool, and eventually we'll circle back to viewers of the channel. So I'm just gonna be chilling for a little bit, and then we'll see. Then we'll see what's going on. Maybe I should get in shape, because something that happened yesterday is that I once again forgot that there was no increment in some of the challenges that were posted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to play quicker this time around. But yeah. And for all of those who are joining right now, remember you can send over a challenge and we can go ahead and get started right after this game. So, okay, let's do this. And let's do this. I don't want to have to deal with any knight g4, any jumps right now. I'm gonna play bishop e3, put my bishop on c5, and we'll just chill. Because I'm a chill guy. For all of those who get the reference, I'm just a chill guy. And the thing that I love the most is chilling. Suddenly there is pressure here. I still have my ideas of f4. Still a bit uncertain because I don't want to create weaknesses in my position. But rook to d1 makes sense. Rook to d1 makes sense. I could play f4 now. I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna play e5. Life is good. SSA, long time no see. How are you doing, my friend? Okay, let's not do that. Maybe because of this. Is that a concern? Maybe. Let me go here first. Put some pressure on the queen. I like how it said that I wasn't going to be like taking so long to make moves, and yet I am. I'm taking a long time to make my moves. I'm down on time, so take that as you will. So, do I play e5? I can't figure out what's going on, so I think I'm just gonna wait. No. Time. Time kills me. What do I do? You know what? Let's just do that, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'm gonna get back here, put some pressure on this guy, and you know, we make plans. Now I have this. Maybe I am not so bad of a chess player. Maybe I can see things sometimes. There's still queen takes, but I'm hoping that, you know, that I'm not gonna have troubles in this endgame. Let's give it check here so the king can't go back. Let's give another check. Check. And then we take. More checks. Okay, my opponent just resigned, so that's good. Isn't that nice? And we already have a challenge. Okay, so let's play our first game of the day. And remember, you can just challenge by using some commands in the chat, or you can physically set up the challenge however you want, you know, by challenging the St. Louis Chess Club account. So yeah, how is everybody doing today? I'm having a my day is pretty basic. I don't know, like there's nothing fun to say. I'm just chilling, you know, regular Thursday. Have you guys seen those memes of like, it's like, I saw this yesterday. I was on Facebook. Yeah, some commands, you know. But I saw this meme yesterday. I think I saw it on Facebook. That's like boomer behavior of me. But it was like two, it was like two plushies, but they were pretending to be at a work office, and one of them was the boss, right? And it was like, wow, you're working so hard. And the other one is like, thank you. Meanwhile, they're looking at like Amazon on their computer. And they say, you know, it's the Friday spirit. You gotta work hard. And the boss is like, it's only Thursday. And then the other guy is like, says out loud, like, wait, so I gotta come here tomorrow? And I don't know why. That's so funny. And it's in my head now because today is Thursday. But it's okay because I love my job. So I don't mind. Yeah. But anyways. Yeah, so we got a pretty normal position in the bishop c4 Najdorf, which is the Sosin. But then it kind of transposed to like like an English attack, with the bishop going back to 2e2, pawn going to f3. I'm gonna play rook to c8, putting some pressure into this knight. And actually, I can already start thinking about ideas with d5. Maybe I should have done that in the previous turn, but I'm gonna do this now. Because if you think about it, you know, in the Sicilian, you don't get to play d5 that much with black, but it's the dream, basically. So if I get to play d5, open up some diagonals for this bishop right here. Once again, I'm kind of chilling. So, all right, let's take here. I don't see any problem with that. If takes, we just trade everything and we're good. Oh, Tata was telling you about the restaurant. Yes, my mom has a really nice Cuban restaurant in town. It's called Havana's Cuisine. And the best part is that last October, the restaurant moved to Central West End. So it's basically like 2-3 blocks away from the St. Louis Chess Club. So this is amazing because I spent so much of my time in this area. And the restaurant is now here too. My family doesn't live too far away either. So, and I live in St. Louis University, so it's like a 10-minute drive or less. So it's basically all now in the same area because the restaurant used to be downtown. If you know more or less about St. Louis, it's downtown, midtown, where St. Louis University is, and then Central West End, right? So yeah, now it's all in the same area, which makes it so much better. And I also just love Central West End, and my mom does too. And funny enough, one of my professors in university, I attend this class for intercollegiate sports management, and one of my professors is also a team admin at St. Louis City, the soccer team of St. Louis. And my mother does a lot of caterings for St. Louis City. And I got some brownie points yesterday because I was like, oh, so you work at St. Louis City. Do you ever get caterings from Havana's Cuisine? And he's like, oh yeah, I love them. And I'm like, that's my mom. So that was nice. Okay, I got too distracted talking about my beautiful mother that I don't know what to do in this position. I think I'm gonna go here and maybe have the idea, I'm still not 100% sure, but maybe I have the idea of putting my bishop on c4, because if I fix the pawns on dark squares, that's gonna be good for me. So You know what? Let's do that. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's see how it goes. Because I honestly have no idea. So, let's see. I could have also done that. Why didn't I do that? Oh my god. What is wrong with me? But okay. At least we fix the pawns. But now what do I do? The thing is that this bishop is probably gonna have to move at some point. I feel like I'm playing aimlessly, and I don't like that. But the thing is that, yeah, so this was probably gonna happen. But now I'll go back and I'll play e5. Thankfully there is a +1 second, so I'm counting on that. The only other thing that I have to watch out for in this position is b5, but right now I have takes, and I'm good. A little bit of a risky decision, but we can try that. Okay, and I'm gonna put my bishop here. Bishop there, I'll go here. But now I get what I want. I'm getting exactly what I want. Manifesting works. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So, okay. We can take a look at this position. First of all, there's really no need to leave the pawn on e4, because you can trade on d5 first, you know, maybe something like this. Takes, 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 takes. Then bring the rook over, if you would like. So that is one idea. But even after giving me the pawn, it's not super simple for me to play. Not super simple for me to play, but I'm content with the decision that I made. Let me check real quick. Okay, apparently I can just play with like bishop e5 or bishop g5. Bishop c4 works, but it's not as strong because of takes, takes, and bishop d4. But if my opponent doesn't play bishop d4, I'm doing all right. Okay. Oh yeah, and then eventually, yeah, it becomes better. Okay, so that was all right. Could have been a little bit more precise, but it was all right. So GG's. And remember, you can also challenge me for. You can also just challenge me for any time control, any type of games. I don't really mind if it's rated or casual, or some might be. Does this count as rapid? No, it counts as blitz. I think 5+5 is rapid, but I'm not sure. All right, ad hoc havoc. Interesting. Also, I didn't know you could add emojis. That makes so much sense. I should add emojis to my usernames. I have 2 Lee Chess accounts. One of them is my official one, I guess. But to the other one, I can add emojis. I think because of the nature of this position, and because my opponent wants to play f5, I already developed my knight to e2, and it's ready to jump to g3. I'm gonna play with g4. And we're gonna see how that goes. It's a very common idea to try and stop this expansion. But okay. Now... You know what? I'm just gonna play positional. I'm gonna play with queen d2. And the whole idea is that, you know, queens come off the board. And I'm gonna play with knight b5, putting pressure on this pawn on d6. Also have some ideas of h4, and my position should be good. Yeah. And in general, these positions are kind of tough to play for black if you don't have that source of counterplay that you're looking for. And in this particular case, it's f5. But it's kind of difficult to set up in this particular moment. So I guess we wait. Ah, somebody used the command challenge. Okay, perfect. So, yeah. So the command is challenge. And then you can challenge me. Sounds like a good deal. And yeah, it does look like my opponent is going into a deep think in this position. Oh wait, imagine I couldn't open that water bottle on camera. Oops, I didn't realize. But imagine I couldn't open it. The aura points I would lose trying to open the bottle, and it doesn't work. Oh my god, embarrassing. But it's okay. We persevere and we manage. But yeah, I feel like my position is fine right now. I have some ideas in the future for h4, h5. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because my opponent prevented my idea with knight to b5. So I'm just gonna go for even more expansion on the king side. Hello, good afternoon to you, Aliat EJ. How am I doing today? I'm doing great. Life is good. I was just saying, it's a chill Thursday. And we're feeling good. Okay, so my opponent is giving me the pair of bishops. I guess the point of that is that if I take and he takes, he's gonna get the square on d4 for the knight. But even then, what do I do? I kind of want to utilize the G file somehow. Okay, I'm just gonna take because I can't help myself, and I'm gonna check. King is forced to go to the side. Probably I'm gonna take back here. And then do I double up? That's the question. Also, I'm considering this. I think I'm gonna go here. And then figure it out. Spassky passed away. Why did nobody? No, I today. Nobody told me that. Oh my god, no! I hope. Please don't joke around with me. Did that happen today? Wait. No! Oh my god, he passed away today. Oh my god, that's so sad. Okay. Rest in peace to Spassky, one of my favorite chess players. I did not expect this to be the way I found out. Um yeah, rest in peace to Spassky. One of my favorite chess players. A few years ago, I think it was 2023, could be wrong. We had Boris Spassky Jr. contributing to an exhibition for the 1972 match, and an exhibition at the World Chess Hall of Fame. And he was giving a little speech talking about his father. It was really beautiful, and for me, it was really great to know more about Spassky because I think that he was just such a great guy. Not just with how strong he was on the chessboard, but also he sounded like a gentleman. So I I don't know. I always had a lot of respect for him, and even his son, Boris Jr. He was really cool guy. I managed to take a picture with him. I managed to talk with him a little bit. I think he spoke a bunch of different language. He was like super cultured. It was great. So yeah, I hope the family is doing okay. And well, rest in peace to Spassky. What a guy. Oh, it's such a shame. I can't believe it. But I know he was sick for. I heard that he was sick for like some time. So that sucks. Yeah, rest in peace. Hope the family is doing okay. Unfortunate news to start the day on. Hmm. I got this. I got distracted for a little bit. Yeah, he was visiting Bobby Fischer while he was in jail. That's crazy. I don't think anybody like ever extended. Well, no, probably some other people did, but not many people extended this level of gratitude to Bobby Fischer. And also, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was, but oh yes, people also don't realize the level of um, scrutiny uh, that Spassky received for losing the world championship title because it was controlled by the Soviets for such a long time, um, and he he was the one that gave the title away to to an American, and of course Bobby Fischer really deserved it. He played incredible, but it's almost as if Spassky was shunned away after that, and I don't know if it's something that he recovered from because I think later he moved to France, and then much later he moved back to Moscow. That's what I heard. I don't know anything about them personally. I don't know. But yes, I mean, I don't know that much about Spassky, like, personally, obviously, but um, when I was younger, I used to read the Wikipedia articles of, every single world champion, and also, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, and also in my great predecessors, there's some insight into all of these players. I think this is winning. Yeah, I think Spassky is the chill guy we all aspire to be. I don't remember what it was, but I was in Moscow like 6 years ago, and there was gonna be some event. I don't remember what or where, but Spassky was supposed to show up. And then the event was moved or cancelled. So I never got to see him in person. So that kind of sucks. But, still a huge inspiration. All right, GG's. Thankfully, I managed to find a way to break through in this endgame. Let's go to the next challenge. There are a lot of insights in Kasparov's My Great Predecessors. One thing that he kind of condemns Spassky for a little bit, if I remember correctly, is that he was lazy, right? When it came to chess, and he didn't do like intense training and preparation, and he was close to, he was playing the candidates knockout at the time, but he wasn't as competitive. And later his coach like really forced him to be more dedicated, and that's how he became world champion. He just like made it. Okay, I think I'm just winning a piece after this move. I think I'm good. Maybe it was easier if I took on d7 and then played h5. But yes, I think that was something that was mentioned in the book. And it's like, wow, imagine like you're just like playing chess for the love of it, because I think also Spassky was really passionate about tennis and other things. Maybe not as much as chess, but he was still passionate. Imagine one day you're like, okay, I'm gonna lock in, and then you become world champion. That's so crazy to me. That's such an inspiring story. Okay, not sure what this person is going off on, but sure. But yeah, rest in peace to Spassky. What a great guy. I wish I could have met him in person at least once, but it's tough. He was like long retired. I think, yeah, long retired by the time I was born, so. Okay, time to take this one. Or I could take here. You also wish you were casually good at chess. Isn't this checkmate? This is such a funny looking checkmate. But GG's. It was kind of unfortunate that I trapped the bishop. Maybe after g4, bishop back, knight here. You can try to go for knight d7 directly. Or, I don't know if you can consider e6. Or maybe, yeah, maybe like e6, h4, f6, something like this, you know. Takes, the knight goes to e7. Sorry, my voice is acting up recently. But, yes, I managed to trap the bishop, and after that it was pretty straightforward. But GG's. 3+0 good? Yeah, of course. Alright. Oh, did you guys hear that? Okay. And once again, we have the 4 pawns against the King's Indian. And this is one of my favorite lines, actually. The whole idea basically is that you have this center, and afterwards it can become a little bit difficult for the opponent to know what to do and how to attack it properly without making additional weaknesses for themselves. My plan is also kind of straightforward. I'm gonna play with bishop e3 and eventually like a3 b4 and try to kick this knight out. Yeah, I was invited to a podcast recently. It was the Chess Experience by Daniel Lona. So I invite you guys to check it out also on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. It's called The Chess Experience. And one of the questions was, you know, who's your favorite chess player? And obviously I talk about Bobby Fischer because he is one of my favorite chess players. Actually, my favorite chess player is Bobby Fischer. But I dedicated a little bit of time to talk about Spassky, just because I feel like I never hear people say that Spassky is their favorite chess player. You know, you hear that from, you know, Kasparov, Bobby Fischer, especially countries that only have one world champion, like Cuba, of course, has Capablanca. So I like Capablanca a lot. It's just personally, I think I match a little bit better with Spassky when it comes to style. But yeah, so like for example, Armenia, you know, they have Petrosyan. But I never hear people say that Spassky is their favorite world champion, so I dedicated a little bit of time to talking about him and why I think he's so great. And in general, I just really love his style. So, yeah. Yeah, so that is true about the 4 pawns. It's not objectively that great, but I did play it until I was about master level, maybe expert master level. And I didn't have any problems with it. Because also it's difficult for the opponent to know how to react. So now I'm questioning, should I I don't really want to take there. Maybe I should go here. I think I'm gonna go here. I'm not really worried about this pawn because I'm always gonna go knight g5. Best haircut? I think, yeah, Spassky had really nice haircut. Honestly, it was just the times. I feel like everybody looked so cool back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, so this is what I meant, that I was gonna have knight g5, and I'm hoping this is good. Because now this pawn is gonna be a weakness. I still have my idea with c5, which is the main plan in the position. Okay, but now I have this. Wait, no, I don't have that. I forgot this comes with check. So never mind. But I can take here. Can I? What do I do? Do I have something stronger? You know what? I think I'm gonna go for this. Screw it. Takes. Knight takes, I'm probably gonna take here. If queen d4, I think I can play takes. Maybe bishop a4. There's knight d6. Let me go here and set up some threats. Because I didn't want to deal with c5, knight c4, but now this c5 is a little bit annoying actually. So maybe I'll take nothing going on in the back rank. Here, knight takes, queen c5. Yeah. So then we go here. What do I do? Okay, let me take. Let me go here. And now I'm good. I'm gonna take here next. And then promote my pawn. So that's good. GG's. It was complicated at the end. Well, I'm not really worried about the double pawns on e4 and e5 because they don't threaten too much. I was a little bit concerned about c4. I was considering like knight takes c4 and then queen takes queen d4, but I guess after takes, I have like bishop a4, like knight d6 rook e1, and I'm good. So I don't know, maybe knight takes, queen e4. Thankfully there's no queen d2 because queen takes, queen f2, king h1, queen f1 is covered by the queen on c4. So maybe this was okay. Maybe I was fine. GG's. Hello, Connor McChicken Jr. What a name. Alright, let's go to the next player in the queue. What are some of your favorite chess players? Because I just spent a lot of time talking about Spassky. Now I'm curious, like, have you guys gotten to look at some of his games? Is there one game of his that is really memorable to you? He had a game, I believe it was against Paul Benko. Wait, no. No, was it Benko? No, I don't think it was. Larson. It was against Larson. My bad. It was against Larson. Larson? Yeah, I think so. Where he was playing with the black pieces, and he had like this. Well, the brilliant move of the game is rook h1, but he had like strong control of the center with black. He had like strong control in the center, and then he had like this he had like a pawn on e4, and he had this expansion with h5 h4, open up the h file, and it was a really beautiful game. Very short too, maybe like 20 moves. So if you guys haven't seen it, I recommend you go take a look at it. And there are many more Spassky games that are incredible. I think back in 2016, 2017, probably 2017, and a little bit of 2018 also. I was trying to like find my style because for a long time I was playing slightly more passive openings in the hopes of drawing high-rated players. And as we know, that's not a good idea. It was just what my coaches were telling me what to do at the time, but it's not really a great idea. So I was talking with a friend, and a friend recommended me to go through my great predecessors and read about the players that he thought, and read about the players that I thought resembled me. And he told me that from looking at my games, it would be good to look at Spassky. So that's how I read about him. And literally after that, I think I gained like 100 rating points, something like that. Maybe 70. I don't know. I crossed master. I was like 2160, 2170, and then within a month I was like 2230, 2240, 50. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't know. I think it was like a big rating jump. But in my opinion, it was because of Spassky. And then I read some others. Morphy and Polgar, two incredible chess players. Tal without thinking. Makes sense. By the way, I didn't mention, but taking here is usually not great because in the Grunfeld, this is your best piece. Right, so after take 6, this knight has to move. And also I have bishop to h6 with the threat of the rook, but also checkmate on g7. So that's why. But after this, knight to e4, I'm gonna go back. And now I can probably put my bishop on d4, prepare maybe like h3, f4, and have an expansion on that side. How do I study older games? Well, I'm mentioning my great predecessors a lot. There are some other great books. When I was younger, I had like this booklet of the 1987 Karpov-Kasparov match. There's also a really famous book by Sarah one. I think it's called Five Crowns, about um about these matches too. But you know, like I feel like you can find game collections anywhere, and even if you can't find a book, there should be a lot of material online. If you like chess documentaries, you can use them as a timeline as well. If you're not sure, you know, which world champion came when. Um, Sometimes you can find books even in your local library, you know, because every once in a while you get lucky. That's how I was when I was younger, and I couldn't really buy chess books, so yeah. But if you live close to the St. Louis Chess Club, you can rent out books. A lot of them are game collections, so that works out. If the books are really old, you might have to read the old chess notation, which is not really complicated, but in my opinion, it's just quirky because it's just so complicated for no reason. But yeah. Do I see the moves better on a 2D board, on a real board? I prefer 1000% playing on a real board. Like for me, that's so much more fun. But I guess it depends. Like if I've been spending too much time on computers, then I guess I'm seeing better 2D. But if I just came back from a over the board chess tournament and I go on my computer, like I'm gonna be rusty with my computer. So I guess it kind of depends. Right now, I haven't played a tournament in a little while, so maybe I'm better on 2D, but in general, I just love playing over the board. Like Blitz Bullet over the board for hours. Nothing beats that. I love doing that. So that's my go-to. But okay, I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go everywhere. It was invented before algebra. That's why we use the scripting notation. I guess that makes sense. But I mean the old notation. But I also know that the old notation that was used in like 60s, 70s is what they call the modern notation because it came after, but people call it the old notation because then we went back to the older notation. Does that make sense? Probably not. I don't know if that was. See, the thing is that my parents told me things when I was younger, and I feel like it's because I was asking too many questions and they just wanted me to shut up. That right now I don't know what's the truth. There are still things that I don't know what the truth is. Like this. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I made it up in my mind. I have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna go e6. Do I take or do I go here? I'm just gonna take. Check. Let's see, what do I do now? Well, good thing is that my opponent's pieces are tied up. Where's my win? Probably here, I assume. Alright, GG's. I think the Grunfeld is a very difficult opening to play as black. I myself play it, and it doesn't mean that I 100% understand it. But you do need to understand a little bit of opening of theory. A6 in this position, I'm not really sure, because the main moves are bishop to g4, bishop to d7. Some people play with b6. Actually, here, I mean, like knight c6, bishop e3. Other people play with b6, play with bishop to g4. Let me just go to an analysis board. Yeah, so something like this, something like this. Bishop d7. Actually, we're just talking about Karpov-Kasparov. There are a bunch of games in Karpov-Kasparov with bishop g4, f3, knight a5, and Karpov played bishop takes f7. So these are kind of the main lines. But another thing that you have to be really careful about is allowing your allowing your opponent to play d5, because with this d5, if I get to play d5, then I control the center, right? And at the same time, if bishop takes a1, it's not working. And in this case, if bishop takes a1, queen takes a1, I'm gonna be fine. Like knight a5, bishop h6, something like this, and I put pressure in the position, then it's really uncomfortable for black. So these are just some things to keep in mind. But yeah. All right, we got St. Louis chess boxing. Is this somebody that I know? Legit forgot that the cap wasn't on to this, and almost spilled it everywhere on camera. So that's great. Would you guys like if there was like a chess boxing tournament for the St. Louis Chess Club? Wouldn't that be fun? Not for me, I'm not playing. I would love to commentate that. But wouldn't that be fun? Great way to spend your time. So bishop d3, c5. I think I'm just gonna take, since the bishop might have to go back, unless you play something like knight to d7. But even then, I'm gonna castle. Or do I? No, I'm just gonna castle now. I'll do this. This is kind of my plan. What would you say is your favorite chess game of all time? I don't know if I have a favorite chess game. Oh, now I can play e5. I don't know if I have one particular chess game that I like. I know what's my personal favorite, as in like games that I've played. I have one game that I'm really proud of. Well, I have more than one game that I'm really proud of, but I have one game that is my favorite. But I really like a game by, is it Rothwelly against Rubinstein? Something like that, with like a rook takes c3 sacrifice. I love that game. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? Because I can take here, and then takes, and then here is my idea. Because if takes or queen takes, then I take here. That's kind of my point. I feel like that's better than taking and then takes. I don't know. I don't know, actually. Because everything looks good. I'm just gonna be simple about it. Who will be my top participants in chess boxing? Okay, but I have to think of who are the same weight, more or less, or the same height. Because I'm not a huge fan of boxing. Like I don't know too much about boxing, but I know that you have to be more or less of the same body type, right? Nice. Yeah. I just wanted to play that. Sorry, I was trying to set that up. GG's. GG's. I think allowing e5 may have been bad. Maybe play like h6 here first. Or bishop goes back to e7. No, don't say you're terrible. Also, St. Louis Chess Boxing. Good name. There's a new chess BBC show? No idea. If it was Lanier against Robson, I think, okay, maybe I'm biased because this is my countermate, but I think Lanier is winning by a long shot. Don't come for me. But anyways, maybe I'm making things up. I don't know if these people are boxing or not, but I don't know who else. I think just for entertainment purposes, Levon and MVL would be nice. I don't know if I can't. I've seen them both, but I don't remember right now like if their heights match. But I feel like just because they're such a good friends, they had like that. They had the lie detector test together, right? I feel like that would be just fun to watch. I don't know, but yeah, I'm cool with any of that. Yay, we got 960. Okay, I wanted to take this challenge because it's 960. What do you mean, don't come for you? Oh wait, this is my move. Okay. So what should I do? There are so many options here. Okay. I'm gonna start with f3, just because of this. So. Makes sense. I hope this is a good idea. Because I want to go here, and then I want to do something like this. Maybe get my queen out, and then castle. So, that's kind of my plan. Hi, Eagle. Oh, you would love Hikaru against Hansen? Ooh. Okay. I won't say anything because if I speak, I'm in great trouble. King of 7. Okay, I think my opponent didn't mean to make that move. Yeah, Queen of 7 makes more sense. But I think I'm gonna go like here with the knight. Ooh, g5. That's aggressive. Okay, let me open this diagonal for my bishop and then play here. Okay, so my opponent just wants to kill me. Straight up. Let's go there. I'm doing well. Ego. My voice is acting up a little bit, but I'm doing good. Maybe it's my sign that I should shut up. I talk too much. Yeah, 960 is great. Wasn't there this freestyle tournament recently? I haven't been following chess as much as I want to. But I know that there was a freestyle tournament. I think I'm just gonna take this guy. Yeah, I'm feeling didn't like it very much. Well, another topic I can't comment on. I'm just a lawful citizen who wants to play chess. So, you know, I'm not saying anything. Okay, I think it's time. Because I want to go there, and I want to go here next. Oh shoot, my knight is hanging. I forgot about that. I thought I could just go here. But I think I'm gonna have compensation. I was like, wow, I'm so clever. I'm gonna play f4 and after takes bishop here. Okay, that did happen. But okay, let's do that. I feel like I should have things. I don't know. There's no increments. Uh-oh. Let's just play fast. I'm scared. Maybe 960 is the way I go out. Oh, wow. Tactics. Oh, you can just move the... Oh, could have just moved the queen. No. No time. No time. No time. Oh, no. 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 Okay, well, GG's. Crazy game. Yeah. I thought the start was fine, but my opponent had this very clever idea of just like pushing everything on the king side, and I guess it worked. I was content with this, that's the thing, but then I forgot about this. But I guess I still have this bishop here. Yeah, I don't know if there was mate, but there was something for sure. Because takes... Maybe you have this, like, rook takes. Because if king takes, there's knight here. But wait, if rook takes... Maybe there's queen takes. I don't know, it feels like it should be winning somehow. But maybe now just move the queen away, like queen h6. And it's close to winning. But yeah, no, here I'm better, but obviously I don't have time. So yeah, GG's. Yeah, crazy finish. Alrighty. GG's. Let's go to the next game. This one has a zebra. Again, I didn't know that you could add emojis. I'm gonna do that for my accounts. Okay, maybe I should. Okay, but my opponent is online. I don't know, let's give it like a few more seconds to make a move. Okay, maybe we should wait. You can challenge again. I'm just gonna go back to taking some more challenges, but would you look at this? We have another 960 position. So what to do? Yeah, that makes sense. What if I get creative? I'm gonna get creative, you guys. If takes, I'm gonna play here, and then if takes, I take with bishop, and then I'm gonna move this guy, and then I'm gonna develop this one. Oh, my plan was to have like this, but okay. My opponent didn't let me do that. All right. So what should I do? Yeah, I'm trying to throw some gambits at my opponent and see how that goes. Look at that. Now my queen is under attack, so not great. Okay, so bishop f3. I think I'm gonna take back. And then in the future I can play with c6. Yeah, like if there I go c6. And then maybe like e5, bishop here still. This is hanging. Almost forgot about that. Alright, let's go here first. I think I'm gonna go to d7 so that I can play with e5. And then I put my bishop on c7. Or e7. c7. And then I get this rook out of the way and then I castle. That's kind of my plan. So, yeah. But I'm okay with how my position is going so far. Do you guys ever play 960? Because I don't, honestly. But I feel like it is really fun. The thing is that now there's pressure on this guy. So I guess I'll go back. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, hopefully castle next turn. And then the game is beginning to look a bit more natural. Play now? What do you mean I'm playing? I'm playing right now. Yes, I also have a chessable course out, building your attacking intuition in chess. So make sure to check it out on Chessable if you can. It will be of great help. And preferably get it with video so you can hear more of my wonderful voice and incredible, insightful commentary. Yeah. So feel free to check that out. Whatever you want. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I can't force you to do anything because you should do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know it exists. Okay, I'm gonna castle. Or should I take first? Maybe I'll take. And then I castle. Keeping an eye out on that guy. Played one of Kimi's 960 Arena event many moons ago and won all my games. So you have a 2660 rating. Wow, that's incredible. Props to you. Play one more game. Play one more game. I dare you. Okay, queen to c5. You know what? I'm really tempted to trade off queens because I have the pair of bishops. And my pawns in the center look nice, so I want to make use of that. But yeah, I feel like this 960 game is going a lot more calm than the previous 960 game. And I'm happy with that, honestly, so can't complain. Okay, so now I went back. Now, my plan was to go f4. I still think it's good. Okay, I can't really do 960 blindfold because my head is just not working. I can't even remember all of the things that I have to do in one day. So imagine trying to remember, a chess position. But I'll be down for like some wacky pieces. It's not what you think with about blindfold. I don't know what that means. Would you have a better chance at beating a GM in 960? I think an opening that I would know by heart. Just because, I don't know, I feel like that's more straightforward if I know it by heart. So. So I just have to remember the 960 starting position. People often say your mind is blank. Would you say it's a blank space? I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, I promise. Or maybe I am. I don't want to piss off any fandoms. The Taylor Swift chess fandom that we have going on here. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, I have to remember the 960 starting position. That sounds like so much work. But we're gonna try. Every day I wake up in a panic because I refuse to buy a planner or like a little agenda or a calendar or something. I refuse. I think it's a waste of money. But that also means that I have to keep everything in my brain, like for what I have going on for the day, things that I need to do, emails that I need to send, people that I need to talk to, school deadlines, all of that. So every day I just wake up and I start panicking. All right, GG's. Let's go to the next. Ooh, St. Louis chess boxing again. Yeah, out of principle, because I think that planners are stupid. I don't know why. I don't know why I got that idea one time when I was a little kid, but out of principle, I do not have a planner. They piss me off. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take. And I know that there's an idea with like knight here, and bishop here. I don't think it's this exact setup, so I don't know if I should do that. Let's try it, I guess. Yeah, my phone has a calendar on it. Doesn't mean I use it. I don't use it, and it's also because I'm scared of doing like tasks recurringly. So if I input one thing, I'm scared that it's gonna show up forever or like every week. So very boomer of me, also. But you know, I just keep it all up here. And sometimes I make mistakes, but that's okay. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, so a3. I think I'm gonna castle. And then I'm gonna try and play like a normal Sicilian. I don't know. Maybe play like a6, put my queen on c7, play b5. But who is talking in the St. Louis Chess Club account? Because they were talking about the Chiefs. And listen, I don't know anything about American football. Okay? Not my specialty. I know nothing. But I think that the Chiefs got cooked. So, you know, it couldn't have been nice, especially if you support the Chiefs or you live in Kansas City, or I guess Missouri in general. Like, it wasn't a fun game. It wasn't a fun Super Bowl. So, I don't know. Now, why did I put my queen on c7? Because I'm running into problems here. Let's go to b6. I'm also running out of time. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't let that happen. To prevent this. Now this is under attack. Maybe this knight in the future can have some ideas of jumping. I'll play h6. Oh, that's not a move that I was expecting. What is the idea of king f1? That is so crazy to me. Okay. All right. I'll go here. I'm gonna try not to flag. So, no, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. I'm gonna try to lock in. I don't know if I can do that. Because sometimes I wonder if I have problems for concentrating, but let's do this. I don't know if what I'm doing is a good idea. I'm having a hard time thinking. Okay. I managed to win, so that's good. It only shows up forever if you keep procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating. I guess I forgot to I forget to like check it off or something. So yeah. GG's, St. Louis boxing. All right, another game. And this username looks familiar. Maybe I played a lot of games against this person yesterday. But okay, we have another 4 pawns, so I'm happy. Usually in the 4 pawns, even though bishop e6 looks so natural, it might run into some problems after bishop d3 and f5. So it's a little bit better to take with the f pawn to not run into this. Oh. Well, it's a free piece. It's free real estate. Yeah. I've had a bunch of games throughout my life in the 4 pawns, and honestly, I feel like the majority of people, when they don't expect the 4 pawns and they go for this line, they always end up taking e6 with the bishop, but taking with the pawn makes more sense. Also because my pawn on f4 is not the safest, so it makes sense to put pressure on it. Okay, I think I'm gonna play e5 because now after h6, g6 is weak. Exactly, the pawn on f5 is no longer a worry for black, so maybe this was all calculated. Okay, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna take here. And I think that after the rook goes back, I can go there. Well, another piece. I'm not complaining. All right, GG's. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know if maybe you weren't expecting f5 or something, but move the bishop first. And I know that sometimes players have this idea of knight g4, knight e5, trying to utilize the square. Also some ideas of jumping up to d4. Or sometimes before I get to play bishop d3 and f5, you can try to play bishop g4, give up the bishop for this knight right here, and try to bring this knight over to d4. So maybe those are other moves that you can do instead of, you know, and to deal with this position. Ideally, you shouldn't play bishop e6, and you should play f takes e6. But if you want to deal with this position, then maybe those are some things to consider also. Yeah, maybe black had tunnel vision on d4. But okay, let's play one more game. Oh, are we gonna get another one? Yeah, we are. I just love playing this line. Ah, and now they take with the up. Okay. So bishop d3. If like knight h5, g3 makes sense. There are also some ideas of like knight d4, king h1, knight h5, f5, floating in the air. So okay, so a6. I'm gonna play bishop e3. If knight d4, just bishop d2. Nothing to worry about. Knight d4, h3. And then knight takes, queen takes. And I think we're good. So we wait and see for what our opponent has to do. Привет. I don't speak Russian, but I can read that. I know the alphabet. So. Добрый день. That's good afternoon, right? Добрый день. Добрый день. Добрый день. I don't know. Anyways. I haven't done my Duolingo in a long time. I'm not getting into trouble, am I? I'm good. I'm trying to think about e5. Because there are some ideas with e5 and knight to g4. So I just gotta keep an eye out for that. But I can also just play g3. And that's good. I think. Yeah, so my opponent played e5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play g3. Because now if knight g4 takes, queen h4 is not possible. So, making sure that everything's safe. Yeah, knight g4, we just go king g3. What's the worst that could happen? I guess we'll never know. King g7, that's not a move that I was expecting, but okay. The temptation to play f5. I think I'm gonna do it. Because if takes, I want to play queen h5. I want to play queen h5. And if, you know, like queen f6 or rook f6 trying to defend, I do have knight d5. So I feel like there are ideas that I can play for here. So I guess we'll wait and see what my opponent decides to play. Я не русский. Хорошо. Разговариваешь. Okay, I can't read that. I can't read that much. Okay, I can't read that. That's too much for me. I only know the letters, so yeah, not sure what that says, but yours too, just in case. Okay, I think I want to play f6. Because if knight takes, I have this. Right? And then knight here. Oops. Queen takes. I think that works. Okay, my opponent just went back. But now I can keep pressing. And my, okay, GG's. But my idea is that if the knight goes here, then bishop here. And the knight doesn't actually have a square to go to, so. I feel like I'm so close to understanding what it says. Yeah, не понимая. Oh, английский. There's something about English and then Cuba. But I can't read. But well, if it was English it would be better. But if not, then I guess we'll just deal with it. I don't speak Russian like that. But okay, let's go to the next game. Honestly, I haven't studied Russian in like a year or more. And I bought books to try and learn. And guess what? I got busy and I didn't learn. So that's my bad. Okay, so this line, we'll play takes. We go here. Did I do something wrong with the move order? Because I feel like I did. Is this a move order where there was bishop takes f7? I'm not sure. Yeah, I like the opponent's name too. We already played like 1 or 2 games, so. Okay. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna try to castle quickly. Play bishop f6, maybe put my other bishop on a6. Okay. I'm gonna castle. Not super worried about this. Maybe I should be. But I'm planning to play like here. Or takes. I was hoping like queen takes, bishop a6, rook d1, rook c8, and then I would have something. But maybe I can take on d4 directly. Or actually I have like queen c6, bishop a6, and then rook d1, bishop e2. And then it's not so easy. I think. I don't know. Because I'm thinking queen takes, and if rook takes, rook here. Also, I taught at a kids' school the other day, and I feel like my voice has not recovered from that. It's just raspy and dry. Very unfortunate. But okay. Ooh. I got tricks. They're multiplying. Alright, GG's. Yeah, this whole idea of like going after pawns without development can be a little bit sketchy, so yeah. Be careful about that. Alright. Oh, it looks like I'm filled up with my queue. So I managed to did the kids recover from your Dvoretsky puzzles? Oh no, we didn't do that. We just played a little bit of back house, played some blitz, and I analyzed some games. So that was a lot of fun. But no, we didn't do Dvoretsky. Tell you about my new chess course on Chessable. You can access it at www.chessable. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm really proud of my new Chessable course, Building Your Attacking Intuition in Chess. It's a course that I had been working on for about a year, and I put in a lot of love into it. I tried to explain the concepts as best as I could, because a lot of them have to do more with the psychology of chess and the methodology of processing how to do sacrifices, how to go through the different paths of middle games. So I tried to put it into words as best as possible, following your intuition, knowing what to do in those critical moments, because it feels like it's something that people don't talk about enough. And for example, if we discuss openings, right? Like there's a very clear path. There's a very clear sequence of moves that you do, with like ideas specifically for that position, and you're able to learn them. But when you're trying to explain intuition for others, and discuss, how to handle those critical moments, it's so particular to that specific position that it's difficult to put into words and generalize in some way. But I did my best in the course. it's a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, and I think especially when you try to think about the different patterns that positions have, or different patterns for sacrifices. Or for example, I particularly really love chapter 4, which is coming into a move. You know, the mental struggle of like, do I go for the sacrifice? And you know, if I make a mistake, my position is busted. Or if I don't go for the sacrifice, did I just missed out on a really good opportunity that I'm not gonna have again? So there's a lot to go through with this course, and I think it can help at different levels. And also, it's the type of course that you can review more than once, um, because you can go through the course, take the test at the end, and you know, kind of see how you're doing. And then after you study chess a little bit, you play some more games, you gain some more experience. You can come back to the course and try to see if that new experience is leading you to different, you know, moves, like your intuition is telling you different moves, or if your ideas are more accurate this time around. So yeah, it's a course that I'm really proud of, and obviously it's out on Chessable right now, English version, but we're going to be working on a Spanish version for the future. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be great too. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, feel free to check out my course on Chessable. I think I just yapped way too much about my course. But at the end of the day, you know, do what's best for you. That's really bad. I almost blundered this. So what should I do? Let's go here. I do not play the Exchange Slav and the Berlin. Do not say that about me. That is very clearly defamation. But after knight takes, after knight takes, I'm hoping for rook takes. Okay, so the rook went there, but now I have this, right? I think I have that. Another thing about the course, I think, is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So, you know, you can check it out and then you can get a refund if you feel like that's what you want and the course didn't give you what you wanted. So there's really no risk in checking it out. And you can go watch the peek inside or the introductory video first, see if you like it, and if not, you can move on. So who's my favorite chess player from the past? It's Bobby Fischer, but again, recently I was in this podcast, the Chess Experience podcast, and there was this question of, if there was a chess genie, what wish would you ask it to grant you? And I said that it would be really nice if the genie could grant me the wish of playing a game against Capablanca. So that's also something that I find very nice. I am confused by this position. Sorry, I'm just like spacing out because I'm trying to think of what is going on, because there's this idea with knight c6 that is a little bit annoying to me. and I'm not sure how to deal with it. I think I'm gonna go here. Just screw that. Screw the pawn. Oh, alright. GG's. I think knight c6 would still be a big threat. I was wondering if I could play... Never mind, I can't do what I wanted to do. But I guess knight c6 still possible. Actually, knight c6 is very annoying because this is getting taken. What was I thinking when I played this move? I thought that I could take here. I think what I meant to do was like takes, and then takes, and queen a4. Queen a... I can't do anything. Am I having a stroke? Okay, takes 6. Oh my god. And then queen a5. I think this is what I wanted to do. Not sure. My brain is often wandering to strange places. Yeah. So with this, I think we're going to be ending it for today. Clearly, my brain rot has reached new levels. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today during this little Play the People, the Thalia Cervantes Rumble event. And yeah, I'm gonna be around for the next 2 weeks. Tomorrow we're gonna have the Friday Action Quad, and I'm gonna be commentating on that tournament. Saturday we have the Blitz event. I'm also going to be commentating that tournament. So with that, thank you so much for being here today, and I hope to see you in some of the future streams. And bye bye.